Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday night watch talk. I am your host, Bobby Legs, and yeah, it's been it's been some time since a couple weeks I've missed the Sunday night show. I've been really busy at work. I usually put out some of these videos during the week, with new releases, and man, it's just been busy. I'm returning to the office um, next month, right? I've been um, working from home pre-COVID, even before COVID was a thing. I was working home remotely, and so now that's switching up, and the company has you know um, parted ways with some staff. The company I work for is it's a big company. It's corporate. Um, and so as what happens when some staff gets let go, you get more responsibility, right, for the same pay, right? But um, and so been working pretty busy on a redesign um, of of an internal web page. How do hey Rick, I'm gonna say hello to the chat, but I mean, I just saw your question come up. How do I feel about return? Yeah, so like in the beginning, um, when I started working for this company, it was 4 days in the office, 1 day home, and then it slowly shifted in the course of a couple of years to like totally working from home, and I didn't know how I was gonna feel about that. Like I had pretty much worked mostly corporate my whole career, and you woke up, you went to work, and then you came back home, right? I mean, like I was used to that office environment. So I was a little nervous working from home, and then, well, we moved out to where I moved to where I live, and we kind of like not kind of we absolutely created a life revolving from the fact that both my wife and I we can work from home. Now we have a business. My wife, I'm a more of a silent partner, but we have a business as a tutoring company. My wife runs it, and she can tutor online. We have in-house tutoring, right? I mean, we do have a storefront, and we have about 30 or 40 tutors working for us. It's a you know pretty decent sized business, and not all of them are full time, and we don't really have like full time. For most people, tutoring is like a side gig. Um, but we do have some tutors who put in some hours, right? We have about solid 10 to 15 who puts in a lot of time. Anyway, so we our whole life is like around like the way how we get the kids to school. They work. I mean, they go to school. About half hour. It's a half-hour drive each way, and so going back was tough. And I was given an option. I was like, okay, you could take this and see ya, or you come back in. But at this point in my life, at 52, it's it's hard to just pick up and go somewhere else, and the job market is not there. And a lot of it has to do with I think a lot of it has to do with AI, right? um and I need to hold on to what I have, and hopefully I can make it another 10 years. That's what I'm hoping. But I don't know how that's going to be. I mean, I think AI is going to change a whole lot of things. It's changing now already. I think companies are are as are starting to show huge production with less people, and I think you know, hey, look, I read a statistic this week that for a young man graduating from college, their job, and this is the United States, their job prospects are just as good as somebody who didn't graduate from college, and that's the first time this has happened in a long time. So you coming out of college, you have the same job prospects or prospect of getting a job as somebody who doesn't. you know? And so, like, what is college? I mean, is it, is college going to be just, I sure, when I grew up, when I was young, that was like the thing that was hammered by my mother, who was heavily into education. She was a teacher, multiple degrees, and she was like, you got to go to college. And, and I've been noticing the last like couple years, especially like like me in software development. I was doing software development for a while. Like you don't need a college degree to get a job as a software developer, or you didn't have to. You just do it. If you could do it, if you can code, you can code. It doesn't matter whether you had a college degree or not. You code, you code. If you're good at it, it doesn't matter. But even now, and I was playing around with like the large language models, like you can just like talk to it and it'll code what you needed to code. um so I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be pushing my kids, if they ask me like for my advice, be an electrician, man. My daughter, be a plumber. Let's say hello to the chat. I love look, I don't know if you've noticed, some people, some of the guys on the chat I talk to almost on a daily basis, and they're probably sick of me talking, hear me talk about like artificial intelligence and how that's going to change. And I really do a big change. I feel like a big change is coming. And I know we're talking about watches, but I mean, we could talk about watches, but like, sometimes I like to talk about other stuff too. Um, so, you know, thumbs down if you don't like my AI chat. Rick, how you doing? Maison, what's going on? Good to see you. Mad Swiss Red tonight. Word yesterday for your, oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Maison. Hey, Wayman. What's up now? Joey B. Hey, all. Von Cruel. Hey, Bobby. Mr. Wilson's here. Peter C is here. Um, Caliber is here. Hey, kind of lost some people, so we need to play catch up. Okay. um, hey, Biz9. What's going on? Steve, what is up? In-house tutoring. So we don't go in people's house. We have, I meant like in-house. I meant like we have a storefront, and the kids and students come there to get tutored, or we do online as well. I would say about half our business is like Zoom tutoring, which came about from quarantine and COVID, when everything was shut down and that business had to pivot. We bought that business right after, a couple like 3 years ago, right? It was already an established business. My wife had been working there for about 12 years. And we had the opportunity to end up buying the business, and that's what we did. But so, it's mostly high school kids, and it's mostly, and I would say like half the business is test prep, meaning in the States here, you have to take the SAT or SAT for most schools as an entrance exam. And so we do a lot of that. We do subjects, we do grammar school, young kids, we do college kids too, but it's mostly high school kids. Hey, James, what's up, buddy? Mr. O'Neill, wearing the MRG. Nice. Negroni's Wrench. When are you going on Tim Wright's Talking Watches this show? I've been on the show like once or twice, like a long time ago for like a hot minute. It's kind of like, um it was kind of hard getting a word, in edgewise in there, man. It was really difficult. It felt like a circus a little bit, and then nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, it's just like, as my experience there, like once or twice coming on. I think it was like once or twice, no more than two, if two. I mean, definitely once, I would say, remember being on there for a little bit. It's just, it's crazy. It's a little mayhem, trying to get in a word, and um but I'd go on. I'd go on. He does weird hours. I mean, well, he used to. He used to, like, I don't know if he still goes on at 5 o'clock. Like 5 o'clock, Eastern. Like, I got kids. I mean, I got to, like, I'm in karate class, or you know what I mean. Like, it's hard to sync up, you know. And I've been on Archie like once or twice. It's just hard to sync up time wise, with the show, with like the schedule that I have. I mean, I would love to like collaborate and do more live, shows, and go into live shows. Like, even Sam's Casual Watch um, reviews, his channel. He does like a 4:30 stream on a Sunday. I mean, I can't do that. I would love to join. And Sam comes on my stream a lot. He'll come and visit and talk, and every once in a while, if the kids are like away at the grandparents, I'm able to skid in there on a Sunday. But it's just like I guess he's catering, and maybe so does Tim. They cater to a lot of people who are in Europe, and so that's why they do that early time in the afternoon. I know that's why Sam does it. He's got like a lot of UK followers. Um, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Seems like you have a good balanced attitude regarding return to office on this. Yeah, I mean, like, look, it is what it is. Like, I gotta go. I go back. I gotta go back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad about it. But I'm just more worried about like it's gonna be a lot on my wife, right? So like in the mornings, like I'm able to take the kids to school and get back and start. Like I start like even before they're up. I check emails, I write emails, then they come down, I help out with breakfast. My wife puts together their lunch, we get them dressed and ready, and then boom, I get out the door. And then she like usually picks them up. But now she's got to take them. Now she's got to handle, like, I'm going to be gone by the time they wake up. So it's tough. I really feel for her. And like, hopefully, my mother-in-law will be able to pitch in. And then like, there's a couple days a week where if they stay late to school, I can go and pick them up from on my way back from work. Um, but it's going to be a lot on her, and I feel bad. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like, I got to do it. You know, I gotta, I got to support the family. You know, is the coffee good at the house? I don't know. I don't know. It's probably going to be like the machines, man. It's probably going to be like the machines. Like you just and it won't be like an espresso machine, right? It'll be like, Keurig. And I guess that's fine. But, I'll have a pot of coffee in the morning here and I'll just like fill up my mug and, you know, um, I'm almost 50 and I do not know if I can get a job if I have to find. Yeah, that's where I'm at, James. Like, look, I mean, like, I think I could get like a job working at like a department store, that kind of stuff. And it's very and I have respect for anybody anywhere getting up and going to work, whether it's like at like White Castle, right? Or like wherever corporate job. I mean, like that man or Home Depot. That's like real stuff, man. Getting up and going work and supporting your family. I have respect for all that. Now, um, like a job like I have now, I don't think I could. I don't think I can get that job. I don't think I could get that anything like that now. I don't know. And shit, man. Like it's been like I have had this job for like 10 years, and like interviewing, like man, like first of all, I'm the worst at interviewing, right? And then like having like 10 years of like I would need to coach myself up, you know, or maybe somebody can help me out with the job that I know. I mean, that'd be an ideal scenario. Oh, Rob, you got laid off? Okay, come work for me. Yes. Do I have to interview? No, no, I know. You're good. Uh, I sometimes had to code three. That's some like spy. That's some like spy crap. Steve, is that like some like AI can cook? Hey man, have you seen the robots? Have you seen the Optimus crack an egg? Robots are real. Humanoid robots are. I mean, I know this sounds crazy. I know how I come off. I sound like a maniac. 5 to 10 years, man. That stuff's gonna be real. Humanoid robots, and it's not gonna be all bad, right? Like think about like elderly care, like how helpful. Like when my mom, before she passed, for a couple years, she lived in a um, assisted living. Man, it was hard to keep staff there. That's a hard job. That's a hard job, man. Working with the elderly. I mean, like it's a passion. I mean, like I mean, I have so much respect for people who work in that industry. That's a hard job. And like, they would just this place would just have to go through seven high. Like every time like I would go, like every few months, it'd be somebody new, working on new faces. And like, can you imagine like having like a robot, like like if somebody like needs to go to the bathroom, and an old person needs help getting out, and having a robot there to help them. I mean, I know it's going to be weird. It's going to be an adjustment. You know, what is this? Freaking out little people. Maybe put a nice little face on them on the robot. But like, think about that. Think about that alone, like that scenario. If buy a robot for 15, 20 grand, you know, because that's what Optimus is, 15, 20. That's the projection on the prices. And then I think about like the return on that, you know, and just like, pushing people like in wheelchairs or helping them get up, that just stuff like that, little stuff like that. That stuff's coming soon. I know it sounds crazy. I know how I come up, but that stuff is coming out soon. It's not all bad. It's not going to be all bad. Um, Not code 159. Ho, ho, bringing it back to watches. Uh, my last real programming language was Fortran 70. Yeah. Bobby, it's a watch joke. Sorry. AI can write a good recipe, but it cannot cook it without a robot. But a robot cannot cook with love. That's true. That's true. Eat, love, pray, cook, eat. Was it whatever? What? I don't know. Bunkro bringing it back to watches, wearing his long jeans, VHB on a. Hey, I got this guy on. I love this watch, man. I mean, look, I just came back. I was at my brother-in-law's house, and the kids were in the pool and stuff like that, so I wasn't gonna wear like my GP. But I mean, man, I love this watch. I love this watch. It's a big boy, but the Citizen, it's awesome, and I got it for a pretty good deal on their eBay page, on Citizen's eBay page. It was return. It was returned. It was refurbished. There's not a nick on it. It was perfect. So I didn't get like the full box with the little thing that opens up and boom, the Pelican thing, whatever. Like I didn't get that, but that's okay. Um, I used to catch all the early Sunday live streams, but that is family time these days. Yeah, right. Wearing the Octa Havana. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. FP Jean. Um, Automatic Loon tonight. Rangers tonight. I know. I'm sorry. Kurg with all the fixins. Yeah. Hey, Eric. What's up? Um, Getting through the AI recruiting algorithm is probably the most. Yeah. So, like, I had a brief chat with with one of these. It came by via recommendation from a coworker. These people who just take a resume and try to fix it up. And it's like, if you they got like this whole system with like keywords and whatnot to put on there to get like a guarantee like interview, like the guarantee interviews, whatever. But if a job goes out and if you don't quickly respond to it, man, you have no chance. You have no chance of getting an interview. You have to be you almost have to be uh, like on LinkedIn or whatever it is where they post it, and within minutes send your resume. Just need a sugar mama to fund my post corporate career. Yeah. Sex. You think so? You think so? Yeah. I guess, man. That's some like weird stuff. That'd be some weird. That'd be a weird time when that happens. It's inevitable. Can you imagine like what, like, I mean, I've never been to Amsterdam, but can you imagine Amsterdam with like sex robots? All right, moving on. Wrist rude code lately. Like I like the language. Heavy compile time checking. I kind of I'm a little lost there on that one. Um, Compile time, like, yeah, I know what you mean by compile time, but rude, but wrist, what? I don't know. I'm wearing a rare Citizen Nighthawk with a white bezel. Too lazy for mechanical watches today. I've been looking at that. I've been looking at that Citizen Nighthawk that has like a GMT. It's like a little plane on what I forget what it is. Anyway, I was at Costco yesterday and I saw it there, and I'm like, it was like a list price at 270. That's what it goes for. But like you can find those at eBay for 160 bucks. I like that watch. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to load up with Citizen watches while I wait to buy my GP. I think like I just got to stay focused and not spend money, even though like 160 bucks. I mean, it's still a decent chunk of change. Like I don't know. Some of you have some crazy. Hey, Bobby, what's happening with that glass tooth original? You're looking. Well, it's taking a little bit of a backseat. Thanks for bringing it back. It's taking a little bit of backseat because after I got the refill, I'm like, oh, I'm one watch away from making a nice little Gerard Perregaux sub collection, and I want the Laureato. Wanted that for a long time, so that's what's happening with the glass tooth. It's taking a backseat. My next significant horological timepiece is going to be the Laureate. I know it's boring compared to the Glessu. The Glessu has got so much going on for it, but I'm a real sucker for that integrated bracelet sports watch look, especially the Laureato. I want the blue dial three-hander. I'm not opposed to getting a chrono, um, the Panda or the blue with the other shade of blue subdials or black subdials, whatever it is. I'm not opposed to that one either. I kind of just want to stay away from the Laureato Chrono because I got the refill and that's a Chrono. I kind of just want a plain three-hander there. And then there's some other models. Oh man, I could just like go on a little GP streak there, right? And just go like maybe 1945 big date with a moon phase on it. Maybe that one in precious metal. I had to somehow find a way to try on that watch though, because it's very very like squarish, rectangular squarish, and um I just had to. I feel like it's like the reversal, right? You have to make sure that the right reversal fits you. If it fits you at all. So that's the deal with that 1945. I really really like that specific variant that I just mentioned with the big date and the um moon phase, but I don't know. I may have to like go like in Manhattan at Diamond District 47th Street and find a place where they sell some of these. I feel like that's probably the best. I mean, because that watch is discontinued. I don't think they make that watch anymore. But do they make that watch still? The 1945. They still may make the 1945. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go to GP's website. I'm sure that's what all you guys want to do is go to Gerard Perregaux's website. Yeehaw. I don't know why I'm doing a southern accent, by the way. I don't know why I'm doing that. I mean, it's like it's French Swiss, right? I mean, like, um, okay, let's share that. Let's share it. Let's share that. Let's share it. Share it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. 1945. 1945. Okay. The cookies, man. Like with the cookies already. Enough. Okay. See, yeah. Okay. So they still make it. I'd definitely go for an older. I mean, I'm not gonna buy new. Um. Oh, that looks sharp though, man. That looks so good. Oh, this one looks so good. This is like yeah. I mean like, well, this is the okay. This is an Infinity Edition, right? So this is gonna be. I think these are limited. Yeah, they're limited. Um, that's a handsome looking watch though. 19.5. A little rich for my blood. A little rich. Let's get you out of there. Let's see here. What other ones? Yeah, I mean that's classy. White dial, that's class. That's got class. 14.5. I mean, you can find similar ones to these on eBay for like 5 grand. I mean, granted, they're gonna be older. They're gonna be older. Probably watching a few. Let's go to the watch list. The Bobby Licks watch list. That's my let's go to the watch list song. FYI. Yeah, I've been looking at Dassaults. All right. I know. Um, yeah, I know. I've been looking at Dassaults and Citizens. You guys got me. This is a beautiful watch, by the way. This 1966 and 18 karat gold, rose gold. That's a beautiful watch. This is probably like the only 1966 I like. Um, yeah, dish rack. Hey, can we talk about this, man? I got a 25-year-old dishwasher that is in great shape, right? It's old, but it's in great shape. And the dish rack is kind of falling apart a little bit. Now they don't make this dishwasher anymore, so I have to go and get and the racks and look how much they want a rack for a new. They don't make the racks for these. I guess $595, man. I can get a new dishwasher for that. BS. Um, Here, this is an interesting seagull. Okay, let's go. Do I have anything? Oh, do I not have any saved? Yeah, I got this. So this one has the date at the front. So little older. You got a power reserve small seconds. Not my favorite, but it's gold. 5 grand. Can make an offer. It's close. It's close to what I like. As you guys know, I love the Roadster. Here we go. This one's pretty good. This one ended. I think they may have relisted this one. Um, but this one, 3300, right? It had uh I think they relisted this. Or maybe they sold it. Oh, see original listing. Here we go. I don't know. So excellent. I mean, like for 3300. I mean, you could probably negotiate this a little bit lower. This is a good looking watch, man. Again, I would have to try it on. I'd have to try it on. Okay, okay. Let me get back to the chat. Sorry. Um, I'm new to automatic, so I have a question. Okay, ask away. Can you overwine an automatic by shaking it too much? I don't know the answer. I'm sorry. I really don't know the answer. I mean, like, I don't think so. Um, because you can wear it. I mean, like if you're wearing it, right, for like days. I mean, like you're not doing any damage. You're not overwinding it. Um, I'm sure somebody in the chat's been giving an answer. I don't know. I don't think that's. I never thought about that. To be honest, I don't think that's an issue. I don't see how that would be an issue, especially if you're like wearing the watch all the time. You know, um, it's not like a manual watch where you feel the end of the wind, right? And then you don't want to go beyond that point. So I don't think so. For my CQ, a few months off, but I'm looking to purchase. Yeah, that's a great watch, man. Like shaking a protein shake for a full minute twice a day. Um, oh, wrist was supposed to be right. Okay, gotcha. Looks like Ron Cool is helping you out there. Giving yourself a 3 GP limit. No, no, no. I'm not gonna give myself. I don't think I'm gonna give myself a 3 GP limit, but um, hanging out on a GP site as usual. Yeah, yeah. Yeehaw. So speaking of Swiss watches, I mean, they. I didn't see anything about any kind of resolution on this tariff situation that's going on, right? I don't know that if I missed anything. I haven't seen any change on that. Just wondering, what that's going to mean. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling that that's not going to last. I mean, but yikes. I think, now you got me. I got Swiss wash tariffs, like AI. Like, man, there's a lot of headwinds in my life right now. There's a lot of headwinds in my life right now. Um, Switzerland is on the southeast border of France, so that accent's okay. Yeah, thanks, thanks. Um, any itch for vintage watches, 50s? I presume you mean 1950s and 1960s. I don't think so, Michael. Um, I certainly like the look of it, and I certainly like, and it doesn't bother me when brands like Longines, for example, pull something from the vintage playbook and do like a reissue. Um, so it looks like a vintage, but it's got modern specs and modern movements and whatnot. That I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. I just feel like I don't know enough about vintage, and I don't feel like I had the time to research and make sure what I'm getting is legit. Or is it going to be a pain in the ass? Am I going to have to, baby it, or send it to a watchmaker to get it fixed? Not really interested in going down that route. Although I do love the look of vintage timepieces. I do. I do. Uh, so my PRX blacked out 40 millimeter quartz, cool watch, but I actually prefer an engine IXDAO engineer, Copage watch for being in an automatic mode. Okay. Uh, what's up, Amin? How you doing, buddy? No, the mainspring slips in the barrel when it's fully wound. Um, correct. The braking grease gives it the right amount of resistance to slipping. Um, okay, you guys are, yep. That said, you don't want to stick one on a cheap watch winder so it's constantly winding and can cause damage. But normal wearing, you're fine. I agreed. I don't really use a watch winder anymore. Um, I yeah. I mean, I don't mind winding my watches, and if I go through, I kind of since I don't have many watches at the moment. Like I have I keep a note mentally. Like I try not to let my watches go unwound for a couple weeks. Just to make sure that you know the gears are greased or whatever. I mean, um, yeah, yeah. So that's how I feel about watch winders. Anyway, yeah, yeah. This one, I like a lot, as well. What was the size? Yeah, again, um, 32 by 48. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably a good size because it's going to be 48. That's like the lug to lug. And the 32 is you know, the diameter from here, from the 9 to the 3 side. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm also really digging. Um, man, I love this watch. Two-tone roadster. I love looking at it. I'm having a hard time finding a Casablanca that is working for me now. Whatever is left on eBay at the moment. This is the closest. I really like the 8880 model. It's a substantial sized watch compared to like the 2852, which is a very thin Frank Muller Casablanca. I mean that watch, the 2852, just feels like a fake watch to me. Just it's just so tiny, and then I mean I know it's not fake, but I mean like it just feels like I need something a little bit more substantial, right? And like the 6850 5850 work, the 8880 definitely works. I'm not really crazy about this pink dial, but I think it's just because the way the photo is taken. I think I actually like it. I think it's more like this color that we're seeing in the middle than what we're seeing here at the edge. Um, but I mean, that's taking, I'm taking a chance. Empire Time, I know that they've done a lot of business, and they do accept returns. I don't know. So it's something that I'm interested in. I mean, I like the Casablanca. I also like the Long Island. So, but to get back to, not that you guys care or whatnot, but before, uh, after the Laureato, I don't. Okay, I'll probably stop. That's right. I think I'm going to stop there for GP for a little while, because I think I definitely want a roaster. I know Cartier roaster. I definitely want a Cartier roaster. Does that come before the Glasuta? No, maybe it does. I don't know, man. I just like this tonneau shaped watches, man. I mean, I feel like I can always, like with the roaster, like I'm just worried that it's been discontinued for a while now. I'm like finding like a good example is going to be harder and harder. Um, but with the Glasuta panel reserve, I mean, they're still making the watch, right? So anyway, uh, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm really grateful that you guys are here for to talk about watches, but I got a lot of other stuff on my mind, as you can probably tell. There's a tonneau from Fair that tempts you. Yeah, I know you're a Fair fan. I know that. Fair watches. Let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. I'm liking the tonneau shape, man. I really am. The London. Okay. The site's taking a long time to load up. Yeah. I like the Milan, the Milano. Oh, what's the Paris? Can I see the Paris? Paris. Yeah, I would have to say it'd be the between the London and the Milan. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, like if I'm going fair, I really like their chronos. I really like the chronos. I really do. What do we got? Is it like a Mio? Oh, Swiss. Oh, Melita. Melita. A Salida S. Yeah, I mean that's okay. I like that move. I mean, I'm glad they don't have a 200 in there. Well, that's interesting for that price point. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Oh, it looks so good on that blue strap. With the little red stitching over here. Is that what it has over here in this thing? It has a blue stitching. Oh, you gotta go with that blue stitching. You have to go with that. Yeah, not bad, Von Kroll. Yeah, and I agree. I mean, it's pretty reasonable. That's a beefy tonneau case. What's the specs on it? I mean, 10 millimeter, pin to pin 41, lug to lug 45, diameter 35. Hmm. I think that fit my wrist very nicely. I'm aiming for a GOCQ bicolor. Yep, found a thread. I want to see talking about the bracelet. I intend to get the steel brush Brogiole bracelet for it. Brogiole. Yeah, it is looking good, right? Braciole, braciole. I feel that that's like an Italian um, stuffed meat, isn't it? Braciole. Okay. Um, yeah, not bad, not bad. I think that's a good find there, Von Kroll. Good find. Yeah, man. Well, look, Sunday night, man. Kids are with my in-laws. I'm gonna go turn in. I'm gonna go in. I'm trying to find anybody get some ideas on shows, man. So like, my wife and I, we'll put on the Netflix or whatever. Not the Netflix. We don't have Netflix now. We have Hulu now, Disney. Like we rotate through these things, right? So we're trying to find a series to watch. We were watching just because we were having trouble finding to watch something. We watched the we rewatched um, Sherlock Holmes with Cumberbatch. Is it Benedict Cumberbatch? That was pretty good. That's pretty good. That's one of my favorite. And so we just finished it. So like I'd watch Luther, but I mean I don't know. I think my wife has probably seen enough of Luther. Anyway, got to figure that one out. And oh, you guys are all right. You guys are leaving. Okay. Hey, thanks, as I appreciate it. Wilson, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I'm anticipating Alien Earth on Hulu. What? What is that all about? Is that like a TV show or is it like a documentary? Caliber, thanks for stopping by. Hey, you too, Time Hell. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, they make bracelets for IWs. Okay, Moser Geo. Oh, awesome. Luther's too intense, difficult to watch more than two episodes. It tailed off. It definitely tailed off after like the second season, I think. And then like they did a movie, like he had gone to prison and whatnot, and then they did a movie, and that was like not that great. TV series in the Aliens universe. Okay. When a spaceship crash lands on Earth and sister searches for her brother amidst an unexpected alien threat. Airs August, episode 2. Okay. All right. Maybe that's something. Maybe that's something. Maybe that's something. Hey guys, have a great week. Don't forget Wednesday. Wednesday, of course, is Watch Soup. I think we have a name. I think Clayton and I found a name to give the chat for those people who Watch Soup. Like you care. But I think we have a name for you guys. It's a good one. I mean, it's okay, but it's obviously soup related. Um, I hope you guys like it, and then maybe we'll make T-shirts. What? And then send it to you guys. All right, very very silly. We are the Slurpers. Not quite. Not quite. Okay, guys. Have a good night. See you on Wednesday. Take care.